Hello everyone, this is Mr. Rubiduck, and today I'm bringing you a redstone creation. So here for you today is my very first 3x3 piston door. So if I walk on these lovely pressure plates here, oh yeah, it's opened, and then I come back here. Well, let's say I've just finished my business, I'm coming back, and they have closed. Isn't that awesome? So as you can see, it's a quick process, and I'm pleased with the result. Now, for all you OCD people out there, you may be a bit worried about this block down here, where it quickly goes down and you see the obsidian. That's sort of unavoidable with the 2x2, no, the double piston extender design I used, so don't worry, I'm sure you'd get used to it. So it's not the most compact design, but it is the first one I have ever made. Here is the main mechanism. This bit here is just the input. Here is the actual mechanism down here, and yeah, it's not completely flush, which is why I have this small staircase going down, because as you can see I can't put solid blocks there. So, and don't ask me why I used bricks, I just did. So let me show you a more exposed version. Over here. So all the lapis is the actual redstone apart from these. So this is the input block. What happens is power goes in here, comes through here, and well, it makes this pulse rapidly, so it spits this block out, then this one gets pushed in, and then they get pushed up again. So if I just remove these blocks, you can sort of see what I mean. So when I press it, you can see that. So yeah, that's the first bit. This took me a long time to come up with, and I'm not sure if it's a completely original idea, but I created it myself. Maybe someone's come up with it before, but you know. And then this line comes around here, goes into this one tick generator, monostable. Show you how that works afterwards. Comes through here into a 4-tick repeater, and then comes into this double piston extender thing, which, as you can see, doesn't activate when I close this bit, but when I open it, it double extends. And this double extender is why we have this piston here, because what happens, see if I can see it, as you can see, it goes down and then goes back up, and when it goes down, power passes through and makes this piston extend for a short time when this goes back up, if that made sense. So watch again, hopefully you can see that. So that's how that bit works. I'll just put these blocks back. Now the obsidian, that is there because I was having some problems with this piston pushing these 3 blocks out here, and it would mess it up. Particularly when this piston was up there, it would push and the piston would end up there, and it would all mess up. So I put the obsidian there just to avoid that happening, and it works very nicely. Now, I've already explained to you the main part of it. This bit is simply a redstone line. It goes up, powers all three pistons. As you can see, that one is by this block, that is on top of that block, and yeah, it doesn't take a genius to work that bit out. Goes up here. I needed a repeater, so this works out quite nicely. It extends this one as well. It does create some delay though. And then this wire comes down here onto here, and then I use this nice little mechanism, which I will explain in a second if you've never seen it before. And this one just goes on top. So I think let's begin by showing you this thing. So if you don't know, when a piston receives a 1-tick pulse, it pulses rapidly, and it pulses so rapidly that any block that is attached to it gets left behind. So you can use this to your advantage by putting a torch under this block. Why did I show you that? So you put a torch under that block. There is power here. There's no longer power there. So that works very nicely for using a button as a lever, because buttons are just more elegant. So yeah. Sorry about that. Right. So we can use that to our advantage by having an input. Let's just quickly get a lever. And actually, a button would do much better. Get a lever, a button, redstone, and then we can put a piston here. Put a piston. And what that does is, signal passes through, but then 1 tick later the piston extends and signal can no longer pass through. So, as you can see, this repeater here blinks very quickly. And we can then attach a piston onto the end, use that same mechanism I showed earlier, and we have what's called a T flip-flop. Now, in my door here, I used this design without the piston on the end, and I made this 4 ticks. So basically, I've turned the 8-tick pulse of the button into a 4-tick pulse, which is very handy because it's very compact. 1 by 1 by 2. Then I just simply brought this around here and went into my double piston extender. So that is how that bit works. Now the other bit I want to show you is this here. So to power these 3 pistons, what you can do is something stupid like this, where it's really not compact and it's rubbish, and you just don't want to use it because it's that terrible. So I've just thrown that together. It works, but it goes out this far and it's not compact at all. So we destroy it and it can go burn in a fire. The design that I used, it exploits a exploits a glitch called a bud detector. Let me show you what I mean. When you have a piston, as we all know, get a lever here, that will power it. But did you know, if you put a block above that, destroy that block, that this does not do anything normally. It doesn't do anything normally, but if I power it, place the block, it extends. If I do it again, nothing happens, so I have to unpower it and then it will retract. So this is called a quasi-connectivity bug or something. I'm not sure of the technical term, but the way you can use it is with this. So you have like so, and you can simply do this, and they both extend. Now the reason for this is that redstone lamps activate after one tick, so the power gets here, ready to bud, because it also works diagonally. There we go. The power is there, turns on, ready to bud, and then this redstone lamp creates the block update, because turning on a redstone lamp counts as a block update. So when you know that, it's quite, well, it's not self-intuitive, but you can realise that you can do this. You can compactly power two pistons, and then this piston was simply get your power here and do this. And if you put a lever here, you can see they all get powered, which is very nice, and look how much more compact it is. So that is the two weird things that I use to do my door. And yeah, I suppose that's just about it. I mean, I'll watch it open and close a few more times. I'm so pleased I've finally done this, because I've tried so many times to actually make a 3x3 door, and I've finally done it. I'd say maybe it took me 2 hours to do this door. Not straight, but like over time. So I'm glad it's finally done. It's not the most compact thing, but it's not bad. It's a lot better than some of the old designs people had from before the adventure update, that sort of time. They were huge. So yeah, I'm pleased that I've come up with this. Yeah, and I just hope to see you in the next video. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe for more redstone deliciousness, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for watching.